Alright, so let me just give a drink. God. Alright. So, if you're wondering why I have that image up on the screen, it's a rant video, as you know. In rant videos, just put a random picture on the screen. This is a very important rant. Because this is about something that affects a wide community of people. And you may even be affected by it too. Well, we're not gonna get there yet. But basically a group of anti-trolls they've just been okay, I know I'm joking and making sounds and everything. I don't do that on purpose. This is just this is a serious video. Keep that in mind. So, a lot of anti-trolls, they're trying to just eradicate trolls from this, website. My friend Westward, he made a video about it. You can check it out. I'll probably leave a link in the description. Bradley or Megaweed, he's working on a video about it now. I think it's a script or something. I'm working on another video. And Astrophysi, I have him in my channel's page too, and I'll leave a link. He was the one that compiled all this information and figured all this out. He wrote an article about it, which I'll also put the article in the description. And, but basically, so, trolls are being targeted by a rabid kind of group of anti-trolls. And they've been gaining a lot of power in the YouTube politics, like Ring, I guess you could say. And that's not good because they're very against trolling. So they have kind of an agenda they want to push, right? And they're gonna try to push it because now I'm not trying to accuse, and I can't say this without any solid, concrete stuff. Even though if you read the document, it says a lot about this. The YouTube may be involved in this. They may have made some shady deals with these anti-trolling organizations, but basically they're kind of putting us. They're But all I'm saying is these anti-trolling groups, they've gained a lot of power, a scary amount of power. And, I think a lot of people should be scared about this. I'm just going to read the document right now. I'll still leave the link if you want to read it for yourself. Please do read it. So, it says here, I would admit that the content in the video doesn't show acts by violence, but it does not glorify the actions. I am using comedy to criticize the horrific actions depicted in the video. The man in the video is clearly distressed by the actions on screen. He says, "Watch your jet," referring to the fact that he wishes the jet would not have hit the towers. I did not intend for this video to be a glorification of the actions. And again, I know this article was written in a first-person perspective, so this is from the article. Furthermore, it was to provide a sense of comedic humor to a dark sense. This video had no intent to glorify nor mock the events which unfolded that September morning. The intent to glorify these events did not manifest in the mind when creating this video, and the content in the video had no bad intention. The perceived intention of this video seems to be taken as to glorify such events from 2001, which did not manifest. Instead, it was to humorize it in a dark, humorous way. The strike of which was awarded to the channel seems unwarranted, and that I believe it should be removed, as I would not like to risk the sovereignty of my channel I'm more than happy to remove the video since I would not like to present such a strike into my channel, and I am willing to comply with YouTube to get this strike removed as it can severely damage the channel. Furthermore, I would like a more detailed response to the strike as this seems unwarranted at the current moment. The strike was awarded without clear wording, very few to be exact. It did not give a descriptive reason on what and why it was taken down. Very few words awarded on the date of 7/18/2021, which phrased violence. The strike did not seem to depict what was promoting these organizations, nor did it provide a thought-out response on issue date of the strike. Therefore, I am formally requesting a more thought-out response to the strike. Date of the strike occurred 7/18/2021. On the date of June 30th, 2021, I received a strike for the video. This was flagged for the exact same reason, with failure to give a descriptive message on the exact meaning behind that and how it promoted such organizations. This video followed the exact same principle the strike received on 18th of July, and videos which could be perceived as offensive will now be also marked as age restricted to prevent users from viewing such content which could be seen as offensive, in quotations. The video depicted a humorous take at but had no real intent. It was not intended to mock this horrific event which caused the death of thousands. Or to glorify the horrible tyrant that General Peter Mohammed Griffin was, but to document this in a horrifying event in a humorous way. June 30, June 30, 200. June 30, 202. I would like to formally request elaboration on both strikes, July and June. I would like to emphasize that I do not support the genocide committed by General Peter Mohammed Griffin, nor do I condone any acts done by the Peter Nara. So, clearly, and that was me reading this article. So that's the article compiled by Astrophysi. Subscribe to his channel. I'll leave a link under the name Troller. But yeah, so basically, that's what's happening, and sorry. So, yeah, so basically that's the document that was compiled about, some of the stuff that's been going down, possible affiliations between these anti-trolling organizations and another large entity I'm not going to name, because I really don't want to get into controversy, but if you want to read the document, you'll be able to figure it out. But yeah, apparently this has been mistaken as some kind of glorification of certain individuals who are defined as violent, when in reality this whole trolling incident, as you might call it, was not. I mean, it was just a matter of trolling getting a little bit out of hand, a little bit into the real world. And apparently, they just couldn't handle it, and therefore they started having to crack down on these trolls. And this is really starting to mess up, a lot of the stuff that people have worked for that was just perceived as innocent originally, just having a little fun, maybe a little bit mean, I will admit that, but just having a little bit of fun. It was people having fun. And it became, what was perceived by these anti-trolling organizations as, something that was violent and criminal, even though, that was not the intended effect. And you could see in kind of like, if you don't understand you know, what this means, then I don't know, you could possibly misinterpret it. But it's clear to anyone that, you know, has a sense of humor that it's a joke and it's just trolling. And I think this has gone too far, to the point where these anti-trolling organizations, along with a larger entity, are, you know, being just kind of, they're bullying the lower people, and I don't really agree with that, and I'm trying to stop it. But knowing the affiliations and everything that has been that these anti-trolling organizations have kind of you know, they've kind of made affiliations with powerful entities, and that's definitely hurt. That's not helping the trolling cause. You know, I like, there are a few bad trollers out there. I'll admit that there are a few bad trolls. But the good trolls, they were just having a little bit of fun. Maybe kind of going too far, but not really. They had to pay for this, and it looks like they're not going to change policy or anything to make it more, you know, target the people that are actually doing the thing. Because the people that were actually doing stuff didn't even get targeted. They're still allowed to be trolls, while these more lighthearted trollers are being cracked down upon. And I don't really, I don't get it. It's like, they're trying to stop an issue, but they're not even going after the main issue. Sorry, it's late, so it's just, some of this comes off as just me rambling without, but you see my point, right? But, if you watched Westward's video, which again I'll leave a link to that, he mentions that there aren't really any more good trolls left, because, like, lighthearted, kind of like silly trolls, because they're all going in hiding because they're afraid. And all the trolls that are really good, are so good at trolling, they tend to be the more vicious and aggressive trolls, though. But they're, you know, they're still out there just because they're so good at trolling. But they won't help the rest of us. They won't help the rest of the trolls that are just innocent and are being wrongly, you know, abused and just, you know, kind of, you know, kind of just wiped from their internet and their platforms. They just have to watch these better trolls who are actually doing a worse detriment to society just run free. If we're gonna remove anyone's trolling rights, it should be them, you know? It doesn't make much sense to me. And that's, you know, I was thinking, and I've said throughout this video, obviously, that, it's kind of treating it just like a case of them accidentally, you know, flagging the pages of good trolls, but I think there's a more malicious intent, and I think that's just to wipe out, you know, trolling in general, regardless of who's doing it, whether it's with bad intent or not. Because it seems to be a more purposeful and almost malicious flagging of innocent trolls who weren't really trying to hurt anyone, just trying to have fun. And I agree less with that than anything. So I think if you want to keep your trolling rights, something has to be done. And I mean, look, I mean, a lot of videos are probably going to be made on this subject on this channel about this, because it's an important thing. Something that needs to be addressed, something that needs to be fixed, or else we're going to lose some lighthearted kind of fun, not really hurting anyone trolls, that we should have the right to do. You know, we're gonna lose that. We're gonna lose that fun, that one bit of fun. Some people, that's all the fun they have, is those little lighthearted trolls, and now they're gonna have that taken away from them. And it's with malicious intent, or what I presume is malicious intent. Maybe not on the part of these big entities, but definitely on the part of the anti-trolling organizations. I think they know what they're doing, and I don't think they have our best interests in mind. And that doesn't just go for people that troll lightheartedly, of course. That goes for pretty much anyone, because if, say, a normal person just wants to do a little, like trick or play a joke or something, it's like, not that they do that professionally like a troll, say it's just something they want to do, they're not going to be able to do that, because it would have already been banned, and they're probably going to get banned off whatever page is going to have their stuff flagged, I got flagged for something I did a very long time ago, and I've stopped the kind of extreme. I've stopped trolling in general, and I kind of did that about a year ago, and I was flagged for something about a year ago, a little trolling incident I had about a year ago, that I've since made up for, yet I was still flagged by these anti-trolling organizations for said apparent offense, and, Mega Weaver Bradley, he's also been flagged on a few occasions for trolling that happened years ago. Well, not years ago, but few months to a solid year ago. And, so, he could, he could face just as much. He's kind of come back from that flagging. He's kind of spoken out against it, but only privately. It's not like publicly. We're trying to publicly kind of speak out for these offenses that these anti-trolling organizations are getting, more powerful and stuff, and none of us really agree with that. Astrofizzy hasn't faced any. He's gone through 4, maybe 5, at the most 8 YouTube channels at this point. I have one of his old channels, SNES, still linked on my friend's page. So who knows? At one point, he might have been rightfully, without cause, flagged for some apparent trolling that he did. Westward, hasn't been flagged for any trolling. No one else I know. But still, it's every time I've seen someone been flagged for trolling, it's been not deserved. It hasn't been deserved. And I think if YouTube keeps, and I think if they keep doing this to just innocent people or people that have changed their ways, they did it a long time ago, doesn't really affect their current, lifestyle or what they're doing now, I don't think they deserve to be, punished. Maybe given like a little warning, like, hey, you left up an instance of trolling on your social media page, you might want to delete that. Not flagged for it, just warned. At the most warned. So, and that's for lighthearted trolls. Maybe for people that go a little bit harder, maybe they do deserve a little bit more. But at the same time, like these people, something I did 8 months ago to a year ago, I should not be punished for that. And the thing I did wasn't even hard trolling. It was just like soft trolling. Maybe a little bit of hard trolling thrown in, but just like a sprinkling. It didn't hurt anyone either. No one seemed to care. And I think these anti-trolling groups, they don't care either. they're just trying to ruin everyone's fun, because it's clear that they don't care. I've never seen a single person from these anti-trolling organizations. Well, there's one, really, but there are smaller, like, gangs. I've never seen one person that's, like, trying to get all these taken down. Never seen one of them be like, I care so much about this. Never seen anyone else be like, I care so much about this. They either like it or they don't. And even when they don't like it, it's for a reason other than the fact that they don't like the hard trolling. And so basically, I don't think they care. I just think they're trying to get stuff that they don't like taken down. Maybe they don't like it for a reason other than just that it's, trolling, hard trolling. Like I said, they probably don't even care about that. They're just trying to get this stuff taken down, and I don't understand it, but most situations where someone's trying to get something taken down or flagged, I don't understand, nor does anyone else. But there's a lot of stuff to look into. And me and pretty much everyone in my friends page on the channels area of my YouTube channel will be covering this, in the coming weeks. Many of us have scripts written for multiple videos on this subject, so, and if there's something they're not interested in, then, I guess you don't really have to look at it. But I encourage you to look at it, because it's really something that needs to be addressed. And I think that if you look at it, you might, spread this around to other people, which needs to be done. So we can get a lot of people talking about this to big entities that, the anti-trolling groups may be involved with. I'm just saying may, because I don't want to get in any, trouble. And we can stop this. But the way things are going, I don't think this is, I think it'll stop for me and my friends, but my associates as well. But I think it's just going to spread to other people, because I've addressed them and said, I understand why you could see this, but just don't. And they've kind of backed off since then from me. But with other people, it could still be coming. So just because it's not really affecting me doesn't mean it's not a problem, because it's still a problem. So don't act like this is over, because it's not, okay? It's not. So, just, this is something, I think, well, I've been this part is just me rambling, but, yeah, so we need to address this. We need to spread this video around. Like I said, my friends are going to be making a lot of videos, so maybe, Bradley has the most subscribers of us, so if he makes a video on this, although I get the most views, well, Marcus Westward got the most views, but that was on a video that wasn't really a main thing. It was like a 6-second video. So, I think if he made a video, he still gets a lot of views though. So I think if he made a video that had something to do with this situation, it would get a lot of attention. Maybe Bradley, because we need this to get as much attention as possible, so that more people will start to care about this, and they'll spread it around to their friends. I'm just repeating stuff at this point, but you get the idea. And that's kind of the end of the main discussion. Rest of the video, I'm just going to talk about stuff that's interesting. And I'm kind of going to do a thing. I'm going to update the current situation of my channel, of People I Know's channel, and kind of see, how it's doing. Right now I have 72 subscribers, so that would leave me as 3 in the leaderboard, and I'd consider the leaderboard to be, the 6 channels, the main channels. 2 of them being hunters. I guess you could kind of count that as one. But as far as I know, he still uses both channels. Not really as a second channel. I don't even think they're linked. But, just kind of, you know, whatever. But, so go subscribe to Astrophysi. I'll put the name up on the screen. He currently has 8 subscribers, so he's, you know, the least subscribed. Intellectual Aubergine, I don't think there's any uploads there, but 16 subscribers, so subscribe if you want. Snaz 15, subscribe if you want, although that's not a very frequent upload. Hunter doesn't upload frequently. Mega Weeb Bradley has 113 subscribers, which would put him at the top of the list. So subscribe. Subscribe to Westward Zero. He has 73. And subscribe to me too. Press the subscription button. I got 72, so I'm number 3. Yeah, so subscribe to me and all my friends, and subscribe and like the video and share the video on the thing. And I know we're joking around now. This video was serious. It covered a serious topic. I think this video is gonna be, and the reason I'm kind of doing this isn't gonna make the video less serious. I think I'm just gonna do this with every video I do now. Just gonna have like an update. Every upload, just kind of update the current standing of the channel and other channels. My most viewed video is Family Guy Party Rock remake with 4K views, specifically 4,077 views. I mean, if we could get that to 5,000, 5K, that would be kind of epic. So watch the video. But, yeah. The video, we're doing good here. But this is an important topic. I can't stress enough how much you should share this video and like this video and just spread it around. Watch, Westward. His video about this topic, I'll leave a link to it. I'm pretty sure Bradley should be making a video about it. So, yes, please do that. Alright, I think that concludes this video. Goodbye.
Wow.